Good morning, guys. It is Monday, October 21st, and we are doing irrigation blowouts. So I'm in the middle of doing our first customer today. We have probably 3 days worth of blowouts. Today I am focusing on the Brookline area. So still sounds like there's some water going through. So blowouts are super easy if you've never done them. I'll show you guys the hookup at the backflow after, but basically I got the front yard done already. I'm doing the backyard now. So you guys can see that head is still spitting water out. This head's done. There's a head there that's done. I have 2 zones on right now. Since that one's almost done, I'm going to turn a third one on. Depending on the size of the property and the length of the runs and everything, I normally do somewhere between 2 and 4. I don't know if you guys can see all the way in the wood line over there, is what's going now. But basically, like, once that head is done, then I'll turn the next 2 on, shut those ones off, because I don't know exactly what valve it is. So, like, if it's a small property, short runs, I can turn 3 or 4 on. This is obviously you guys can tell this is a pretty large backyard, and I'm running from all the way on the other side of the house through here and then through the line. So I like to do like 2 or 3. So yeah, I mean, they're super easy. Got the compressor rented for this whole week, but it really should just be like 3 days. So yeah, I mean, I'll give you guys an update when I'm done. I'll show you guys the backflow and everything and kind of go over a little overview, and we'll go from there. So alrighty, guys, so all the zones are blown out. So I'm going to show you guys the backflow. What I normally do is I shut the compressor off, leave the air valve open, just because whatever's in the hose will bleed out. But basically I did these first. And so this one, because the spigot is before the shutoffs, I went through this valve. These are called petcocks. Don't actually ask me what they do. I don't really know. But I kept this off so the air couldn't go back through. Had this one open, obviously, so that it could come out. Went through this. I could have gone through any 3 of these, but I just chose this one. It was easy to get off. So hooked into that. Obviously, this comes from the compressor. Left that bottom valve open. Did these 7, which do the front yard. And when I was on the last few here, I opened a couple of the back ones, shut these last ones off, and then did the rest of the back. And yeah, so everything's blown out. Basically just gotta close the boxes up, reel the hose back up, and then we're done. So I've been here about maybe 20 minutes. So they're pretty quick, easy. Most of them. Some of them are a little. We have one customer who has a bunch of hoses that are all on the irrigation line, not off the house. That one's a little bit of a pain because you got to go to every single thing and open them. So this one's easy. Most of what I have are pretty easy. But yep, this one's all done. So let me clean up and we'll go to the next one. Alrighty, guys, well done with number 2. This one's a little different. You just got these 2 boxes here. There's 6 in total, 6 valves. This one just has this plug. So the shutoff is inside. I tested the, turned those on before opening this to make sure I was good. Took the plug out, put this in, turned it on. I think I've been here for 6 minutes. So, see how easy this stuff is. So, let's keep going. All right, guys. We are at another blowout. This one's been kind of a pain. But usually this is an easy one. But, got the hook up there. There's no backflow, traditional backflow here. So I got a hook up there, and then there's one up front that is literally right at the driveway that normally we hook up to, but I could not for the life of me get the plug out. So I had to come and use the one back here, which isn't a pain, but basically wraps all the way around, and then through that door is the driveway. So it's just been more of a pain than it usually was. But over on the deck there, there's a hookup, or there's a spigot. So I got that open. Got all these, I believe all these open. So I'm gonna go up front, open those valves, and then come back, shut these off, and then be out of here in a few minutes. All right, guys, front's on, back's off. Let this run for a minute or so. There's 3 zones in the back, 3 zones in the front. Well, there's 2 zones in the back. There's 1 zone over there, and then there's 3 zones here. So this is the same job that we planted some Norway spruces at a couple weeks ago. This is a local excavation contractor. We do a few of their properties. So yeah, just gonna let this run for a minute, and then afterwards I'll show you guys where I can normally hook up but wasn't able to, and see what that's like. Alrighty, guys, so this is where I'm parked. This is where one hookup is. This is one I cannot for the life of me get open, which I know it does open because we got it last year. But in the basement, comes out of the well pump, whatever, comes up, goes out back. Before it goes back, it tees and comes out here. So luckily I could just do either one. I don't need both, but it would have been real nice if I could have just done that one, because instead of having a reel all the way out here around the house like you saw, I can just go right there. But sometimes life doesn't work out. You make it happen, you make it all work, and you move on. So we're gonna move on to the next one once I get this reeled up. So let me do that, and I'll see you there. Alrighty, guys, second last place of the day. It's basically already almost blown out. Didn't take very long. There's only 3 zones, but this is a property that in the early summer we came through. This was all mulch and that was all mulch. The other side was like field grass. We came in and stripped it all, brought in 60 yards of loam, redid the whole yard, irrigation, everything. And then unfortunately the fertilizer company killed it on us, but we were able to come in, aerate, overseed, hopefully kind of bring it back come springtime. But yeah, just one more for today, and then hopefully get the rest done between tomorrow and Wednesday. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update, so I'll see you guys at the last property. Alrighty, guys, we're back here today. This is Tuesday. So yesterday I ended at second to last place that I did. I went and did a small residential blow out after that. And then this morning I've done a few commercial that were just kind of jumping around, hopping around and stuff, had, you know, multiple valve boxes or multiple clocks, whatever. But I'm here at a customer doing it now, and this is a pretty large property. And what's nice is I have this, which is the Hunter Roam controller, which basically the transmitter plugs in to the clock. Basically you buy this, it comes with this, the transmitter, and then what you wire into the clock. And I can control the clock from wherever on the property, basically. I don't know exactly how far this reaches, but so far it's gone pretty far. So, I mean, this property is probably at least a couple acres. I would say the whole property is probably somewhere north of 3, maybe, including, you know, the driveway. This goes downhill pretty far to the road that you can see. But the other side of the driveway, there's a strip, and then the whole back of the house. So it's a pretty large property, but I can control everything with this controller, which is really nice because I don't know where all the valve boxes are here. These runs are really far, so being able to do multiple zones at a time doesn't really matter. I'm not turning 3 or 4 zones on at a time here. I'm doing one at a time, regardless of if I was able to do more. So this is really nice because I don't have to go back to the clock every time. I don't have to try and find all the valve boxes. I can just hook this up and walk around, and the property is it's laid out fairly well. So it starts down at the end of the driveway, basically works up that side, does the backyard, does the pool area, and then it jumps back up, basically does the driveway, basically from the driveway over to this crab apple. It does the front, then it does up here and this side, and then up this way. So I can kind of follow along as I'm doing it. And I mean, these zones only take a couple minutes to do because I'm only doing one at a time. So, you know, they're running for 2, maybe 3 minutes. I mean, just recording this clip, I've gone through 2 zones. And yeah, I could just set the clock to run 2 minutes at a time and be fine. Or, you know, hey, this zone only ran for 30 seconds. Like, jump to the next one instead of having to run back or wait that minute and a half or whatever. So if you guys are doing irrigation and don't have one of these, are thinking about getting into irrigation, getting into any sort of maintenance, starting up, blowouts, anything like that, this is really nice, especially on these large properties. This place would be just annoying to do without this. So yeah, I mean, I have another 3 or 4 zones probably. I basically have like this corner, I believe, and then up in there, which I think is 2 zones. So I'll be done here pretty quick. And then I'll show you guys hooking up with the next one. The next one I have to run from the valves because I don't have access to the clock. And it is, the valve boxes are, I can run 2 or 3 at a time, so it's not too bad. But I'll see you guys at the next one, and I'll show you how I run that system. All right, guys, so I got you on the head cam. This one, it's different than the last one, but not uncommon to have a plug. We prefer if there's a spigot because it's easier, but this isn't hard. It's just take the plug out, and then I believe I will need this one. Thread into there. And this threads into there. And valves are open, so that is good. See the plug there. And then these are two of the valve boxes we got here. Oh, but a mouse in this one. Probably needs a mouse in this one. Yep. All right, buddy, you gotta go. You're getting evicted. Go somewhere. I don't give a shit where. So because there's been mice in here, I'm gonna open these with the channel locks because, I mean, I have a pair of gloves literally right next to me, but whatever. So I'll open two at a time here. There's these two. Then on the other side of the house, there's one. Different part of the house, there's another couple. But let me go turn the compressor on, and we'll see it in action. All right, so we got two zones running now. Which I might put it as just one, because I want to make sure that it's good. But it only looks like one's running. So let me change this. So do this. Open. Okay. Now it looks like cool. So this is a property we used to maintain. Mowing, clean up everything, and then our service area kind of shrunk because we had a more concentrated customer base more towards our shop. This is about 35 minutes from our shop. So we have a good friend who does a landscape company, and he now takes care of this property, but we do the blowout still for him. He only has probably half a dozen blowouts, so we do the blowouts for him, so he's not renting the compressor also. But he maintains this whole property now. He mows it, he does the cleanup. We come in mulch blow for it still. This one and the previous one that I was just at, we do the blowouts and the mulch blowing, but he does the regular maintenance. So turn that other zone on, make sure it's fully blown out. Turn this third one on. Which these two boxes, I believe, basically do this part of the hill, and then this side, and then the front, and then over on the far mulch bed, there's a box, and then where this pine tree is, kind of up to the left, there's a couple boxes. I think there's one down over there, but I don't remember for sure, so I'll have to take a walk over there after. But let's get the rest of this front yard blown out, and then we'll go check out the other boxes, see if there are any guests that need evicting out of those ones too. Man, I should have kept it rolling. I turned one on, and that head right there was pointed right at me and sprayed me. It probably sprayed you guys too. Yep. Yeah, I literally turned that zone on, and as soon as that head popped up, it splashed her in the face. Oh, what a day. All right, guys, so I got the last zone going in the front yard. Came over here. Behind those rocks there's a box that does this, and I believe this middle section, and then part of the backyard. But I always like to keep zones going, so when this one was almost done, going to open one over there, and then now I can come back, shut these boxes, and keep going with the rest of them. That way you don't potentially have anything that like blows up or something. I mean, just with all the pressure and stuff that these have. I mean, this compressor normally sits at like 100, somewhere between 105 and 100, or 100 and 110 psi. So I mean, it's nothing crazy. But yeah, just something I like to do. So go back over, turn these ones, the rest of these on, and then we'll jump to the backyard. Alrighty, guys, got those last two boxes here. Pop them. One. Oh, no guests in here. So I had a box over here, which is the one that I knew about, or remembered, I should say. Does like this strip, and then what's on now. So this one doesn't have a cover. Hasn't had a cover in a long time. But these last two basically do the rest of the backyard, this whole part of the backyard, and then some drip in here, and then drip in that bed, I believe. So, yeah. Nothing too crazy. Alrighty, guys, all done. Got the last couple zones done. Got the boxes closed up. And yeah, everything's all good here. Throw it back to the truck. Just the compressor off, bring it back. It'll be good. So this one was one of the longer ones just because I have to go through the valves that are just all over the place. So it's just a lot of walking in between them and whatever, but can always use the steps. So yeah, let's get this place finished up. Alrighty, guys, here at second to last one, I believe. I might do one more. We'll see. It's 4:15 now. This one doesn't take very long. Just got the first two valves done. So, oh, almost got hit in the face again. Some of these are not the easiest to get. So I got these 2 valve boxes in the front yard here. There's 8, I think. Yep. So there's both of those front beds have drip. Then obviously the yard. Then this bed gets misters. And then what's nice is this whole back area is fenced in and artificial turf. So that's a pool over there, and then this is artificial turf. So nothing in there. It's easy to blow off in the fall. There's a lot of acorns and stuff and sticks that end up in there. So being able to blow those off turf is nice. Luckily these guys mowed this place earlier today. Yeah, I'll finish the backyard and then I'll show you guys the backyard. Well, guys, I don't even know how to explain this. Other than there's a leak. Yeah. We'll have to fix that in the spring. Alrighty, guys. Last time I saw you, it was, I believe, Tuesday afternoon. It is now Thursday afternoon. I did a bunch of blowouts yesterday. I did a bunch more today. I did some for a buddy of ours who had like a half a dozen to do. I didn't want to just keep showing you guys the same thing because I figured that would get boring. So yeah, I mean, we do about 40-ish or so every year. So it takes, you know, obviously roughly 3.5, 4 days. I probably could have gotten all of ours done in 3 full days. If I didn't have to go back to a few that either the water wasn't off or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty easy process. There's nothing too crazy about it. I mean, it really just is, as long as the water's off and you can either access the clock or the valves, it's straightforward. So just want to say thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more stuff like this, including fall cleanup soon, snow plowing soon, then hit the subscribe button and maybe even the bell. You know, get those noties going. But thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.